Okay, so more Star Wars!
Yay!
Yeah! Enthusiasm. So before we get started, we've got a couple of things to roll for. First is the duty chart. I'm rolling 2 D10s for a D100 here, both of which are identical.
Good.
Would you like the different
Yeah,
D10?
Justin has the secret.
Or would you like
Also the key. 2. Oh, if it's 0, it's Neil again. If not, he's nothing. Way!
Success!
Yet more tech procurement goodness
Does
will
this mean you get loads
come
of
Neil's way.
experience?
No, it means he gets loads of duty though.
Okay.
But we all
I
benefit.
have no idea how much because the rule book doesn't say. Because
But
Fantasy
duty.
Flight
But we all
likes to
benefit from
charge
gaining
lots
duty.
of money.
But I can't sell the duty, so...
That's true, you cannot sell the duty.
No.
So do we
Anymore.
all gain a wound?
1 wound threshold for the main. For
Don't gain a wound.
Story.
That would be awful.
You all gain 1 wound apart from Neil who gains 2. So there we go.
Okay.
And a chance at tech procurement will come up at some point during the session.
So
Just
now-
loot the ship. Loot
Well, that
the
was
shit
already
out
the
of
plan,
it.
yes.
Yes. And now we got a roll for the old Destiny pool. So, Jake, do you want to kick us off?
Yep. That's too late.
Ooh.
Too light.
Justin?
1 light.
1 light.
It's going to go downhill from here.
Ooh.
1 dark.
Broken the streak soon.
1 light.
Use lots of points.
1 dark.
And that's it.
Is that dice used only for rolling?
It's used for that and when you use the Force.
Okay.
But none of you are Force sensitive. So,
Yeah.
for our purposes,
I am.
yes.
I use
Force
the force all the
sensitive
time.
droid.
Can that happen?
There was a comic about. There was an old collection of like Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Like individual stories written by different writers, and they were all collected at one point. But one of them was like kind of like a tongue-in-cheek one about like the R2 unit in the beginning of the first movie that blows up, and instead they buy R2D2.
Yeah.
The whole thing of it was that he was actually a Force-sensitive droid who could see like the web of the future and knew to destroy the Empire he had to blow himself up. So nobly sacrificed himself. The only ever Jedi droid.
Aww.
Yeah,
There's a.
I don't think it's canon.
Seems likely.
Legit.
Grievous wasn't force sensitive, was he? He just liked stealing
No.
lightsabers.
He was also
And he
organic
wasn't a droid.
originally.
Yeah, he was a cyborg.
I didn't pay much attention to that film.
There you go.
Very- it's
That was not a
understandable.
bad idea.
Should we try and make use of our light side points then this game?
Okay.
I think that would be a good idea.
How much can we get for spending all 5 at once?
That's it, we just win the game.
Take down
the
Empire.
You drop out of the ducts onto the commander of the ship, squash him, and everyone just goes, "What? Hands up!"
There we go, you killed our commander. You are now the new commander.
By ancient law.
See.
Must have
The
our
commander happens to be Emperor Palpatine.
In a slightly less sarcastic answer, I don't think you can spend more than 1 at once.
Okay, that's fine. I
Yeah, 1 per
wasn't
check.
really serious.
It's 1 per check.
Yeah. And I don't think I can spend any in. I can spend some in response to that, but they don't switch to the other side until the current action is resolved.
And they can't just be used to. You can't spend 1 light and he spends 1 dark to cancel it. They have to be like different
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we could spend an entire session going, well, I spend a light to make that not happen. Well, this light just flipped, so I'm spending it.
Yeah. It also relies on a slight extra antagonism from the GM that I don't. Isn't really the way I play, but yeah, whatever.
Not?
Who wants to give us the recap? Squad leader? Well, yeah, let's have the squad leader. I think Justin's the squad leader.
I think just as a squad leader.
very, very.
We'll back
He's certainly the
we'll back
owner.
everybody.
Yeah.
Of the plantation.
So last. There's a different story.
Okay.
There's different
12
subtext
years a
going on here.
droid.
It's what it feels like.
D4 Unchained.
So last session we attempted to secrete ourselves inside the docking bay for the ship. Some of us succeeded maybe at that D4, and others decided to get in later. We all put on our super cool costumes and droid ID card things, got inside, shifted some boxes, successfully convinced various guards that we were legit, super legit dock workers / repair droids, and stowawayed on board.
Except we didn't, because there was that one guy.
But he was called away.
He was
Yes.
called away.
He's still
He was
expecting
called
the thing.
away to be told that there's a chance that someone basically might be
Actually,
stealing the ship.
But that would never happen, especially with him around, so watch out for it.
We've also failed to repair the thing that makes them suspect.
But we
that we're
put the
not.
grate
But we
back
put
up.
didn't we put an out of order sign on it?
No, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's what was on
We
the
did
inside.
prop it back up though.
Yeah, we did prop it back up.
So they might think it's fake.
I just imagine it leaning on a stick inside the docking bay now.
It doesn't really matter. I'm sure it's all going to be fine.
It will all be absolutely
Right.
fine.
So where we were last left, we had somehow squeezed inside an air vent, which notoriously are designed to have multiple droids and people inside at a time.
Now there's 6 of us inside the lever, I've just realised.
And
It's actually, I mean, it's not a bad size. It's about 5.5 feet tall, so you just
Oh.
kind of crouch.
Oh,
over
yeah, you
it.
said
Like
we were
it's a
just standing.
maintenance tunnel
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a maintenance tunnel, so
yeah,
definitely.
well, we're there,
Okay,
and we're all pressed up against each other.
and that's and that's where we pick up.
Yeah.
You're about 10 feet in. You don't think you could be seen outside. What are you doing for light?
Do you have a light, 5XK?
Did no one buy glow rods or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I
got
did.
glow
I'm just
rods.
thinking about
I got glow rods.
the idea of being in a highly secretive, dark place and instantly lighting it up like Christmas. Might be
We got
not
D4's.
exactly
But the
headlights.
alternative would be
You can
utter
red
darkness.
eyes to guide the way.
true.
Because there's no lights in the maintenance tunnel events.
What?
You
What
do
are
have
you
glow
talking
lights,
about?
right?
Glow
I
rods.
have
I've,
glow
I've
rods.
got loads of glow rods.
What about in The Empire Strikes Back when Luke falls through those well-lit maintenance tunnels?
These aren't well lit.
I don't know, are they maintenance tunnels?
Oh, well.
They are now.
Anyway, we've got
Regardless.
D4's headlights, and we've got...
I'll lead the way.
When you
glowing
say
red
headlights,
eyes.
you glowing red LEDs.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
walk
deaf.
backwards through the vent so you can spot
I'm sure 5XK's got some LEDs.
I could just hang out
In
hand out some
answer
glow
to
rods.
this proposal, the droids do not contain enough lights on them to actually see by.
Okay. Who's leading?
However,
Yes, I have all the glow rods. I'm,
People
I'm
with
handing
glow
out
rods.
glow rods to people right now.
I have a
I
glow
would
rod.
suggest
Okay,
not
I
handing
will
them
go
out
with
to literally everyone, otherwise we will be too bright.
Okay.
We don't want to walk past a vent and have people go, why is there a mysterious light at the vent?
I have glow rod, but I'm not going to tell you that because you're rich, so you can use your glow rod.
That being said, I am going to take the glow rod that you offer me.
Okay.
what one glow rod will provide enough light for you all to just navigate by,
Okay.
especially if it's carried by the lead person.
I had that one glow rod as the lead
Well,
person.
then I will make sure that everyone knows that so that they don't waste glow rods because they're very valuable weapons resources.
Who is in the lead? Who entered the vent first? Can we
I think I
remember?
went in last. Or second
No,
last.
No, I went in last.
Yeah, you went
I was
in
trying
last.
to
I
fix
went in first.
Yeah, I think it was one of you guys. It was either you or
Okay.
you that went first.
But regardless, who is going first? Because you can shuffle around and reorder. In fact, I want to know exactly what order you're going in,
it. Oh god.
and I want someone to write it down who's not
Do you
me.
want to go first?
No, I
Murder
think
bot.
Jago, you are the best person to go first.
Yep.
Because
And
of your
I-
certain set of skills.
And I believe Jago has a data pad with the configuration of the maintenance tunnels on it, you know?
I do.
Did we manage to
Rules
get
of
your
party.
gun on?
Memorize them.
I think I did, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you've
we're
all,
lucky enough that nobody opened
you
until
basically
we
got all your equipment in
It's pretty impressive.
So perhaps Jago first, then D4
Murder
maybe.
bot, yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point I'll whip out my slug thrower.
Right,
Put it
wow.
and the gun.
So we have Jago D4, then perhaps
I'll go with my light.
No, the person in front had the light.
yeah.
Do you want the light?
Yes.
Okay, there's the light.
Thank
Yeah, the person who's walking in front should probably take the light.
Yeah. Gil next, then perhaps we're torn at the rear. Maybe there's a 5XK. You take second last. I'm in the middle, away from everyone else.
Okay.
And away from any dangerous things at the back or front, basically.
Basically Rimmer.
Then 5XK. Yeah, completely. And then finally, Torn. If everyone's happy with that order.
Okay.
Toru.
Toru,
Yeah.
Torn, Toru. Oh, it is a U, not an N. Sorry.
Okay,
Cool.
you get that.
Ah, I didn't. That's why I asked someone else to write it
Please
down.
let whatever
job with the
dangerous
writing.
things are coming approach from the front.
I hope Susan's data pad looks like Neil's. Pad thing.
Okay, so Where are you going?
Leader?
You think if you head a bit further into the tunnels, you'll be kind of far enough away from the main cargo bay and anything else that you could talk with impunity.
Why is
Who
there
following you?
Go.
a...
Decisive.
Okay, I will walk a ways in, probably head first. I'll start heading towards the command center. But as we go, ask, does anyone have any better idea than scoping out the command center?
Perhaps we want to go into some of the cargo bays so that we can see what kind of things are, in them.
But we don't need to know what's in them.
This is a really
While the whispering is
Yeah,
incredibly
this is
atmospheric,
really-
I suspect the microphone will not be able to pick it up.
We also need to find some kind of easily accessible data port so that we can procure lists.
Oh,
of
like,
cargo.
why not? You're being so quiet, even I can't hear you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, let's just not whisper.
Okay. while
Nonsense.
whispering, I explained that we are going to need to find a data point to find a cargo list in,
Yeah.
and we are going to need to do that in such a way that we will not be detected, because we found out that we were detected accessing the last one from the ship.
Yeah.
So we need to do that in such a way that we will not be detected this
But
time.
the cargo list is now priority. Getting the ship is our priority.
I agree. I think we should go for a decapitation strike and head straight for the command centre.
I agree with you. I think we need to
Right.
find a terminal as soon as
do
we
we
can
have a
find out what's
plan
going on.
for
on the ship.
how we are going to... Go on.
We could... Do we want to try and find this Jilan No?
I think we should definitely try and find information about Nur from the that might be stored on the ship, so that we can then better appraise the situation when we eventually run into him.
Who's that?
Okay. He's the commander?
Yeah,
For
that's
Gorgon.
right.
Both of the things I've suggested could be achieved by finding an easily accessible secret data port
We need to find him.
Alright.
and hacking into it secretly.
Is there not a command center, but some sort of information center?
As far as you're aware, there's basically five modules on the entire ship. There's the cargo bay at the back, then there's the 3 actual cargo modules in the middle, and then the front is a command center.
Have we felt the ship taking off yet? Do we still think it's...
No, not yet.
Would you?
You imagine there will be data terminals in each of the cargo modules,
Okay.
and you have to go past them anyway to get to the command center.
Cargo modules are going to be full. Didn't we just come from a cargo module?
No, that's
Or
the
was
cargo
that
bay.
hold?
There shouldn't
Okay.
be many people
All
in
the
the modules.
juicy stuff will be in the module.
So basically, everything is just brought on board. Lots of stuff is brought on board through the cargo bay, like resupplies and stocks and stuff. But the actual cargo modules are modules. They're not part of the ship. They're attached to the ship.
Yeah.
So you can get into... They're kind of part of the ship now, I suppose. But the design of them is that they can be removed or placed on. So they are modules unto themselves, which means that they can store anything. Because one of them could literally be a factory, and another one could be just prefab kind of setup,
Okay.
settlements and all sorts of crazy stuff like that, because they're just modules that can be put on
And
the
not
ship
the sort
and
of thing
removed off
that
the
is
ship.
likely to be shipped on or off here.
No, they won't be. They'll be placed on a proper spaceport.
Okay. Yep. Head to
Yeah,
those then.
so should we head to those then? What the first one that we can get to?
I figure it would also make sense to try and be as subtle as possible until we're at least out of the spaceport. We don't want to go anywhere that's even remotely likely to be detected until we're
I
out
think
of space.
we can better pray. We can better work out what we're going to do once we've got more information about
Yeah,
the
exactly.
ship.
But whatever happens, don't get spotted.
Okay.
We weren't planning on.
Good. Just in case. Well, I don't know. just point it out.
So should we head through the tunnels to the first cargo bay as best we can?
Sure.
Is that simple enough?
I don't know if you're trying to persuade me to make the roll easier.
More persuasion. Yeah.
Okay, so whoever's in lead, and therefore leading the way, needs to make one of 2 checks. Okay?
Okay.
Either piloting space, but with intelligence instead of agility,
Okay.
or survival. However, that will have more difficulty dice.
Oh. Okay.
You could consult me.
I'm guessing you haven't died.
I can assist.
No,
Being the-
no one can
okay.
assist.
Why am I not leading?
You said survival would have more penalty dice on it.
Yeah, well, more difficulty dice, yeah.
Yeah, let's go for the piloting space then.
With intelligence?
Is 2.
Is that your intelligence, by any chance?
With no,
Yeah.
with no going to, yeah.
But she has mods because of her map.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, the map mods.
You emerge into the barracks.
I'm actually going to say that's a decent chance, so I'm actually going to give you 2 advantage dice for
The
that.
entrance spaceport you landed at the beginning of this game. What? But we were in the ship.
Yeah.
How did that happen? You just emerge into space.
Oh god.
That's a fail.
That
No,
is.
it's equal.
No, it really is not.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. Which
That
ones.
is a 1, 2. This is just a fail though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a fail. Okay. Yeah. Basically, you keep going for about an hour, and then you go past a kind of maintenance panel that you're pretty sure you passed about 45 minutes ago.
This is going to turn into a duck soup episode, isn't it?
Should I go for the decapitation strike? Just saying.
Are you sure we?
Are you going to mention this to the rest of the group? It's possible
No.
that if you consulted with each other and 2 of you kind of went slower, that you could get some assistance with it.
Do you know where you're going?
Potentially.
You fill me with confidence.
Can I just go in a straight line and
No.
see what that is?
No, there is no such thing as a straight line in these maintenance tunnels.
Alright.
Well, I mean, there is, obviously, otherwise we'd be in a non-Euclidean universe, but...
Star Wars, Age of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Just
try again?
But that means admitting defeat.
well, if you don't want to admit defeat.
Use a
Can I
destiny
try
point.
again?
Yeah?
Try again.
Yeah.
You fail with 7 disadvantages.
Oh my Jesus!
No.
Don't even tempt fate.
I.
Don't forget light side points.
Oh, for God's sake.
You're the. pilot-
You've already just said we need to use them more.
You're the pilot of our ship, aren't you? Are you?
No.
No.
You
One guy's
are.
right behind you asking, do you know
You're
where
not
you're going?
right behind me.
And one person behind you.
I go.
The next person is D4.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
don't.
Miguel.
I can't really help in this situation.
I lean past you and say, "Do you know where the front bit of the ship might be?"
I can have a guess. Can I roll or do I just assist?
Are you using him as assistance to move
Do you want me
forward
to
the
lead?
Yes.
Do you want me to lead or
Okay.
assist?
Well, for a start, that changes the order.
Yeah.
So making up.
Do you want me to
someone
just
making
try and
that.
lead us?
No.
Toru. Okay, I'll just assist.
I'm not Toru.
Jago!
There you go. Oh,
Hagu? Is that
oh,
you?
yours!
Sam, can you not read your own writing?
No, I can't. This is a problem.
Ragu. It's just ragu.
It's too
Oh.
far. Just move the paper.
Right. Well, you've got intelligence plus space piloting, but you can pick and choose which you want. So, I take it you have space piloting at a significant level,
Yes.
He also has intelligence higher than me.
but you can only pick one from one and one from the other.
Okay. Well, then might as well go my intellect and his space
Piloting,
piloting.
yeah.
So that's
What's
2 yellow.
Two yellow.
is
Yeah.
that? 2 yellow
one
instead of.
green and. Is it?
No,
What's his? What's
yeah.
I need to know what his space piloting.
Two.
Two.
Okay, right.
Two yellow.
So yeah, 2 yellow. Oh god.
Oh, for God's sake.
But there's an advantage this time.
There are
2 advantages.
1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Oh,
there are
that's-
2 advantages.
And a fail.
So we end up where we're not supposed
Is
to be going, but we end up
Wait,
somewhere
which
neutral.
one of those is a fail and a
The
That
fail
fails,
is
that's
The explosion.
So
No, the fail is a triangle.
yeah,
Oh, okay, sorry.
okay, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
one
yeah.
fail, but
but 2 advantages.
yeah.
Okay. You basically go in circles for another hour, but you, as you kind of go around, you go into a kind of off tunnel from where you went before as a kind of last ditch, I had no idea where we're going resort. And within that tunnel, you find a data port.
What? Yes!
Such
Let's
as a
do that
maintenance
all.
droid might use.
Let's do that the entire time.
You have still just spent 2 hours going in circles, though.
That was part of my plan to throw off the sewers.
During
not
that
that
last hour, the ship took off. By the way.
good. Okay.
The ship's really
fine.
big. Like, and it's very similar in lots of parts.
This unit believes the ship was built using a very dull design and modular construction to repeat passageways.
I believe we may not have been
That's really
repeating.
interesting, 5XK.
On the other hand, if this story ever gets animated, this section will be really easy for the animators to lose the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We shuffled along so that you can access it.
5XK, how confident are you that you can access this data port without disclosing to other people that you've accessed it?
This unit is confident.
Could you pretend to be a maintenance droid doing standard routine inspection on the ship?
He
no
is
one
a
here.
mate.
But there could be maintenance droids.
Pretend to the data port.
No one else in
Pretend
the
to be
event.
accessing
I'm a maintenance
as
droid.
But if they look at the access later on, they'll think a standard routine maintenance droid accessed it. That's what I mean.
Yeah, his question is not stupid. We're just mocking him for it.
This unit will be disguising activities.
Okay, I take it you can do that.
Yes.
So,
What? Can you remind me, what does spending light side points do in terms of the two roles?
It means you can upgrade any ability die to the yellows. Some special abilities and talents use it, or you can use it narratively for just luck and kind of
You
deus ex.
can only upgrade one die.
Yes.
Okay, then not bother.
Okay.
3 green, 2 yellow, please.
so ideally we'd like to find the catalyst.
My priority is to not be detected, and then actually find something, because at this point, if I'm detected, that's actually worse than finding it. I think.
Yeah. We're an Imperial ship using Imperial protocol, so it's difficult to secure.
Our priority is to find information about Nua, and the cargo list would be useful.
Well, that's not going well.
Oh god.
You get lost in the tunnels again.
But with 3 advantages, even with halving.
What advantages can you get by not being able to get any information while plugged into a data port? System's broken.
Yes!
Oh!
Maybe I cause some kind of fault which leads lights to show up, which lead you towards a nearby escape.
Or
Not escape.
I am willing to take that suggestion from Neil.
So instead of actually achieving anything, we trip an alarm. So that instead, or not an alarm, but some kind of emergency. So
I've
lights
got
on the
that,
ground show up and they lead us to where we're going.
Yeah, I got
Cool.
it first time. So basically you get no information, you don't manage to communicate. The data port registers some kind of error with you as a maintenance droid. So it lights up a path of kind of strip lights along the edges of the venting tunnels through to the nearest maintenance port, so that a maintenance crew can find you, basically.
Do I know that I've done this? Apart from the fact the lights are...
Yes.
This unit...
But it has not sent an alert to the actual command centre to go get full maintenance crew to actually come get you.
Then I'm going to take full credit for this. This unit has caused lighting to display our path. Our safety and progress is assured.
Were we discovered?
This unit was not discovered.
Safety and progress to where?
To
The nearest maintenance hatch.
The path leads to the nearest maintenance path.
In the interest of narrative, it does not appear to be going back the way you came.
I meant more, does it open up into, say, the Imperial Soldier tea room or something?
We've got
Like
only one
the-
head.
It's the nearest maintenance hatch.
And we don't
That's
know
what
where
you
we
know.
are.
That is
Yeah.
the sum of your knowledge.
Alright.
This unit proposes we move swiftly before a maintenance crew arrives.
Wait, we were detected.
let's just go, and we go.
Take
Alright.
it we're following the...
Do we want to leave these tunnels? We haven't actually found a pod or anything yet. A data pod.
But you weren't going to find it in the tunnels.
We found one in the tunnels.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Yeah. But only because you rolled advantage die.
Okay.
Let's like I'm heading off, starting off, following these lights because that doesn't require me to know anything.
Elite special ops team.
I'm really tired of walking around these tunnels.
Yeah,
for
we
ages
probably do
and
want to get out of
would
the tunnels
very
now,
much
though.
want to get out of them. Like not because I'm claustrophobic or anything, just because I'm just like, yep, fine. If it is I'd rather be in the Imperial tea room rather than stuck in these flipping baseless tunnels for another hour.
Raw claustrophobia.
Okay, I take it we're following these strip lights then?
Yeah, right.
Susan doesn't seem keen.
I think we could. Meh.
Shall we make another roll?
So, sorry, if you
I
want to,
don't think that's gone too well.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
if you want to, you can continue to set off on your own, and we'll find your corpse in
I'm
3
gonna
minutes' time.
find my own way.
Yeah, exactly.
Screw you guys. No,
I'm gonna have my own maintenance room with strippers, with blackjack.
Okay.
Okay, so you follow the strip lights for about half an hour or so. They lead to a kind of maintenance grate. You can kind of peer out through it if you want. I'm guessing the person in front is going to do that.
Am I still the? No, I probably followed reluctantly, so you'll be the one.
Yeah.
He
I'll-
just headed off. So
I'll peer out.
okay, give me a roll that is the thing for
Vigilance?
peering out. No, not vigilance.
Uh,
Perception? Is there a perception?
There is a perception. It
Yeah,
is a
give us a-
cunning-based roll. I have nothing in perception, so it's 2
Oh dear.
green die,
2
please.
green. You've got quite a good vantage point, and you're lit without being backlit. So
I'm also aware of the fact that I am not like especially good at these things, so I'm not going to put a lot of confidence in whatever I see anyway.
yeah,
I've got 1 success, 2 advantage. Are they advantages? That's what it's like.
yeah,
That's threat, isn't it?
yeah. So they cancel out the advantages.
Yeah, so it's just 1 success.
Succeeded on a roll for the first time today.
Yay!
Beyond seems to be just a kind of gantry-way of some kind above the main cargo module with some stairs like leading down towards it. There's also a full, actual, real data port, like a proper one, right next to the maintenance vent.
Ah.
You can't see any crew.
Okay, cool. And by cargo module, you mean one of the modules, not the cargo bay? That we were just
I mean one of the cargo modules.
Cool, fantastic.
With the amount of distance you've travelled, presumably the kind of rearmost one,
Okay.
because it would take longer to traverse
Yeah.
further down.
Okay, so I think we're here, guys. I mean, do we know how to? Can you easily get this vent thing off without causing too much of a clatter?
Yeah, sure.
Skullduggery.
Okay.
What do you need?
1 yellow, 1 green.
And you open number 4, so there you go.
And I somehow fail with 2 advantages.
It's a good job we're not using the original system in the case before that.
You kind of try and work the grating further off, and basically don't manage to do it. But as you're doing it, you hear a beep from the data console and then it says maintenance entrance malfunctioned opening, and just opens it because
You're pretty good.
Easy.
We're just rattling until something opens it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just hitting. God damn. Oh, yeah. Totally meant to do that.
okay.
Which is so
Yeah.
subtle.
Cool.
I'd probably just step out.
I step out drawing my blaster,
Yeah. Definitely drop my glass.
which is set to stun.
I will follow with my slug thrower that's set to kill.
Bullets, set yourselves to kill.
I'm staying in the shaft.
Yeah, I'm probably just hanging around at the back in the shaft still.
Because the grating is kind of a few feet above the floor, I'm kind of imagining the Bothans sat on the edge of the shaft, kind of dangling their legs over.
Yeah.
Because for some reason in my head, Bothans are still really short, even though they're not.
They're really not.
Yeah, I know. It won't remove itself in my head though. They're basically really furry hobbits in my head. So
But they're not.
I know it doesn't matter. Okay. What I've described is there.
Okay.
Is there.
Cool, nothing more.
Just has 5x scale. Have you
Okay.
left the service tunnel yet?
No, because you're all left with blasters. I don't have a weapon of any kind. I don't have a weapon of any kind.
But we left with blasters to guard for you while you
Oh
do
right,
that.
did you? Okay. I'm going to float out. What's actually in the cargo bay?
You can't see, it's a gantry.
Oh, we're just on the gantry.
Yeah, with stairs leading down to the main
But
cargo
the
module.
port is here,
Yes.
and I'll plug myself into the port.
Okay. What do you need?
3 and 2, please.
It doesn't seemingly matter because
Because I'm just going to get like 6 advantages. That might get past anyway.
it does seem baffling how many advantage and like disadvantage symbols there are compared to
Yes.
failure and success symbols.
We sure we got them the right way around.
I'm absolutely positive.
We treat them the other way around.
Maybe. I'm thinking about it.
Yes, I've got a success.
Yay!
Right, so I have
12 advantages and a success.
2 successes, and then 1 advantage after harming.
Okay.
2 advantages.
Okay.
2 advantages and 2 successes.
Okay. So you access the system and try and build up as big a picture of the ship as you can. Essentially, you are in the rearmost cargo module. You get some brief details about kind of the crew and the status of the ship, which is fine, and things like that. You also get the information. You get basically 2 extra pieces of information from your 2 advantages. Number 1, you get a limited cargo manifest with the knowledge that the complete cargo manifest is only accessible from the command center. And 2, you get some kind of information report about basically like a report from a maintenance crew about leaving out some supplies for the creatures in the maintenance vents.
Oh god.
The cargo manifest information you do manage to pick up is basically like a sort of limited thing. One, basically the rearmost cargo manifest, which is cargo module, which is where you are, it is just listed as military supplies. The middle cargo module is listed as guest facilities. And the forward cargo module is listed as naval supplies.
I will then just repeat all that rather than...
Yeah.
So does this mean we're in military supplies now?
You are.
Should we get some better guns?
I think that's a fair plan.
Let's at least go have a look.
I want
Yeah.
to know some more about these creatures in the vents. I say as I jump out of the vent.
This unit recommends that military supplies may be of use against creatures in the vents.
Oh my god.
But what creatures are we talking about? Like Gizkas or mini rancors?
This unit is unsure. This unit recommends weaponry.
Hey,
I'm going to hover vaguely in the direction of H4D.
For once, I concur with the droid. The other droid.
So,
Okay.
sneaking down into cargo module.
Going to sneak down. All of you going to sneak down together?
before anyone goes, I want to stand like over the gantry and first of all listen out to see if there's anyone moving below.
Sure. Okay, so that's a perception roll.
Yep. Can I have 2, 3? Can I have 1 green and 2 yellow, please? Thank you. That is.
Failure with 1 advantage.
Well, it's an even. Like, it's not like a failure,
Yeah.
it's an even.
That's a failure.
Nothing happens.
No.
Okay.
You don't hear anything? Suggestions for the advantage?
But
Anyone?
You are
Hear something in
able
the
to
vent.
hit. Maybe
Shut up.
she hears a computer system saying.
But you can't hear anything.
I
She's
can't hear.
failed. That's the point.
Don't, just leave it. Should we just leave it? Should we just leave it
I
on?
can't hear anything, but I can smell something. No.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I do have.
What
I think
could
I
you
do have
smell?
heightened smell because I'm like a cat thing.
Yeah.
Something.
What do you smell?
What do your boffin nose smell? It's like-
You don't hear anything, but there's a distinct smell of gun oil,
Okay.
like you'd use on guns.
Yeah.
Oil. There's just kind of
Yeah.
oiled,
Okay.
like fresh
And the
machinery
next,
smell.
next thing I want to do is take the glow rod, which I can't remember if I have, and drop it over the side and see what it lights up as it falls.
Okay, it falls quite a long way down, and you can kind of just see it as a kind of pinprick at the bottom. You can still see it, but yeah, it's pretty dark down there.
Okay. Does it light up? I couldn't see if it lit up
No.
anything anyway because it's so far away. Okay.
Well, the fact that it's dark down there would suggest that,
There's not much down there.
well, there's no one down there because they've got lights on,
Yeah. I don't
Which
know
is good.
why they would have guards in a cargo hold that is sealed
with no lights on.
in the middle of their Imperial Brigade thing. But they might do. So perhaps the sneaky ones go first and the rest of us follow in a reasonable distance?
It's a long way down.
I like guns.
Right.
Like, I mean, or not.
We just spent 2 hours walking around inside the maintenance tubes. I'm sure we can spend a little bit of time looking in here.
Yeah.
This is our main
right.
mission anyway. It's our objective. We want to see what's going on.
I mean, or do we think? Do we have any information about how long it is before all the ships jump?
Nope,
Do we
because you
wanna-
don't know the destination.
Yeah. Do we want to? Can we find out that stuff?
Well, as
That's what he found out from
yeah,
the...
as I said, pointing at the GM, the most of the information is only available from the command center.
Fudge.
So, are we sneaking down the stairs towards the cargo module?
You tell
Is
us
there
what you
a...
said.
Oh, last time we saw a thing that went through the ship, didn't we?
Yeah, the ventral tunnels, yeah.
Yeah. Would that go through this?
No, you believe it goes beneath it, like a spine at the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
And then there'll be points within the ventral tunnels that allow access up to the cargo modules.
Okay.
In a more kind of, like, actual, like a doorway,
That's
rather
where-
than, like, maintenance tunnels.
Sorry, that's where everyone will be walking though. We can't
Yeah.
really use those ourselves.
I mean, it depends if we've got big enough guns.
It
And
is
there's
true.
one place we might find those guns.
Are we going to go look at the guns?
I'm floating down.
We
the
are
stairs.
looking at the guns, yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Are sneaky people going ahead?
I'm going. Well, I don't know where everyone else is going, but I'm going ahead. I'm being sneaky.
I'm not actually that sneaky.
Really?
Is anyone actually that sneaky then?
I'm somewhat sneaky.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
you
got
quite
stealth
sneaky.
as well.
Well, certainly.
Okay. But what I want is who is going ahead of the group.
I'll
I
follow.
Murderbot.
I'll
Well,
I'll
Murderbot.
go first.
You
let's,
like guns.
let's say
Yeah.
that the Celestin and the droid are assisting each other in being sneaky,
Yes.
in some sense. So, what pool do you have?
2 stealth.
Okay, I have 3 agility.
So 3 agility, 1 stealth. Okay. It's actually quite difficult to be sneaky. So I'll give you an I'll give you a difficulty of 2, and I'll give you an advantage die because it's really dark, and I'll give you a disadvantage die because walking on a metal gantryway is quite loud. Who's actually going in front? Well, I'll tell you what, being it's walking, but you're getting a disadvantage die, let's make the Celestin make it.
Okay.
Because that isn't a disadvantage to you.
Success with a disadvantage.
We've got 2 successes in fact.
Yeah,
3
so
successes.
3 successes with a disadvantage.
Okay, you manage to sneak forward very capably, so capably in fact that the other 4 of you can no longer see them. So you're effectively split up into 2 groups.
That's fine with me.
We'll just keep. There's only one stairway down, right? We're not
Yep.
going to get lost or anything.
Yep.
We just
That's
keep
fine.
following on less stealth.
We'll just be stealthy. We'll just be stealthy unless we hear gunshots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a gun?
You've got like a glow rod, haven't you?
No. Well, unless somebody gave me a glow rod, then.
Did
Well, if you were going
I didn't-
ahead,
Yeah.
presumably.
Sam gave everyone.
I was
glow
giving
rods
glow
earlier.
rods out. Yeah.
Okay. You got a glow rod.
Yeah.
Right.
Then
You
we got a
reach.
glow rod.
You 2 reach the bottom of
Yeah, they're cheap.
the stairway.
Mm.
Ahead of you, you can see a very large dark chamber that you've kind of come to the bottom of, and a lot of crates, military style crates, kind of gunmetal grey black crates.
Do they have writing on the crates?
They do not have writing on. They do have code numbers on.
Do we recognise the code numbers?
Nope.
We had a limited list of cargo.
Yeah, it said military
Yeah,
supplies.
that was just
You
saying
said military
military.
supplies.
Yeah.
So, right, cool.
It just said what each of the cargo modules was holding, not like an inventory list.
What kind of... How are the crates opened? Are they literally just boxes? Or are they
Yeah,
cut?
they're not locked shut. They're just, you can just open
Then
tops
I'll
of them.
go over to one and I'll open one.
Okay.
Carefully.
I'll go over to another one and open it.
Have we
while he's opening one.
Could you let us when we catch up, Matt?
Well, normally I don't like to remember that there's the rest of a group, but now that you've reminded me, I'll try and yeah. Yes, I will tell you when you catch up. Let it be known for the viewership that Justin does not look happy with me. Guns,
What kind of guns?
blaster rifles.
I will reach in and take two.
And dual wield them.
Well, I don't even want to use one.
Take 7 for each 10.
No, I'm not taking any. I'm making a note that do they have not ammo, but the equivalent of ammo that laser rifles have?
Gas canisters.
Yeah, they're loaded.
They're loaded, yeah. Okay, then I'll reach over to a different stack of crates and I'll open one of those. I believe you were
Yeah.
before.
Also, if I see that he's opened a thing of blaster rifles, I don't think I have a blaster pistol.
Yeah, that would be good. I would like a blaster rifle as well.
I don't think any of us have blaster rifles, do we?
So you're opening
Yeah, I'm
another
opening
crate
another
a few
crate
lines.
first.
Presumably not next to that one, but
Yeah,
in
I
a
was just
different
doing it
kind
while
of
he was
stack.
going to open one.
You find what look like kind of modular sights for attaching to to blaster rifles. You haven't seen this kind of scope before. You don't know what it is.
Yeah, just like stuffing them into my pocket.
I don't even know what they do, but they must be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll say this crate contains blaster rifles.
Sweet. I got some sights over here. They look pretty awesome.
Can I take a blast rifle and a sight and somehow combine the two?
Yes, you
Excellent,
can.
then I'll do
I would
that.
What's
also
your
like to do that.
techish? What's the kind of technology skill?
Mechanics
thing?
or computer? Or the
Mechanics.
I have mechanics.
No, I want Neil to roll.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I have. What is mechanics? It's intellect. Then I just have 5 green.
Just 5 green.
5 green.
God.
Just 5 green.
Completely incapable of actually being mechanical, you're just really clever and can work anything.
It's all the tentacles, you know. It allows me to put them together.
Dr. Octopus.
Okay. 4 successes and an advantage.
Okay, you managed to fit it together just fine. Then one is made for the other. You think you could do it again? It's very easy to do.
When I see how easily he does it, I hand him another.
You also can't help but note that you think this scope is new technology. For
Excellent.
procuring, perhaps,
Then I too will take a couple of copies and stuff them in.
in your compartments.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Fill me with
Okay, make a note that you've got 2 duty things
Yeah.
somewhere.
This is the most dutiful robot I've ever seen.
Yeah, you arrive at the bottom now. You hear some rummaging sounds at one side.
Everything alright?
Yeah, we found some stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Pretty good stuff. There's 5xk. Found some rifles and there's some sights in this crate.
Good.
I'm also trying to combine them.
Yeah.
Or I'm giving them to...
I will make 6.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
because there's 6 of us.
May I suggest that we take a small amount of time, 5-10 minutes, split up in twos and search a few crates before heading back. We shouldn't spend too long here, but we should at least see what we can find.
Sure.
That was good.
So, how are you splitting up?
I'll go with...
Why are we looking through.
Well, because
Like, we came here for bigger guns. We have bigger guns.
So there
We
might
might
be
find
even
bigger
bigger.
guns.
There could
Or
be
armor.
explosives.
Yeah, they could be
Yeah.
explosives.
or
Explosives.
armor, etc. So, but I don't think we should all split up individually and spend half an hour looking because that would be a waste of time.
Just stay here. We can all see each other. We stay within the near 10
But
crates.
things might be stacked in similar crates, so I think if we can move a little bit further, things might be sorted. We're more likely to find different things.
Okay.
So I will take D4,
Very well.
or D4 will
Are
take.
you splitting up into 3 groups then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go find some explosives.
Well, me and 5XK have had some
Oh,
success
fine,
already.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
we'll
I'll go with fish sticks.
This
stay
unit
together.
concurs.
Okay. We'll roll for. Well, we'll roll for the Celestin and the Droid first, being as they're already where they need to be. I will need. What kind of roll is best to kind of summarise this? Let me have a look. Is there such a thing as? There's no such thing as investigation. I suppose.
Just a basic characteristic roll.
No, I think vigilance actually.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with vigilance. For kind of rapidly looking through various things. So, what vigilance roll can you two comprise?
I can make 1 green.
I have 2 yellow.
So 2 in vigilance and 2 in.
Yep.
Okay,
What?
so
I will
the,
assist.
so the droid is
We
not
adding
providing
nothing to each other.
much in the way of. And we'll give it
Get a grade for
a.
assistance.
Yes. And we'll also give you another one because you've already started looking through these crates, so you know your way around.
Yeah, we're very successful.
A fail. With nothing.
Okay. Yeah, you don't find anything. You just find more blaster rifles, more scopes, sort of thing. Now we'll go for the Quartermaster and the Droid.
Yeah. I don't need the droid's help.
My
because
favourite prog
he's
album.
Not very good at anything, so I'm going to roll.
Get one of the crates over.
So that's your vigilance is 2
My
greens and
vision is
yellow.
2 greens and yellow.
Okay, and you heal
Stop shooting
the
crates
assist.
open.
Thank you. So, lots of things. Lots of threat, is it?
Oh, good.
Cancelled out 2 of the threat. So I've got a total of 2 success, 2 threat, half to the 1,
Yeah.
and a star.
Oh, you've got a triumph.
Triumph-y thing.
So that's an additional success.
Okay, so I've got 3 successes, and 2 threat, 1 threat.
And a triumph.
1 threat and a triumph.
Yeah.
Okay, just look at it, and you'll be able to just. That's what I got.
Yeah, so you got 2 successes and 2 threat and a triumph. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Somehow manoeuvring the dice back to this position. Oh god, it's not gonna work. Okay, so you succeed in basically you actually find what?
I was meant to suggest that the threat is that when he kicks over that box, it like falls on him.
No, I know exactly what
Okay.
the threat is.
Damn.
Oh god.
The successes are basic. The success, rather than finding anything interesting, is that you find a cargo manifest for this cargo module that's been left behind
Yeah.
by someone just resting on the top of it.
Cool.
You kind of spot through it and you see a big list of various military equipment.
And where they are?
No, just a list.
But is there codes on it?
No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
If I could say what there's on it, then we'll know. So a list of cargo information kind of for this cargo module, exact like a manifest of what is here. Your Triumph also basically, well, I'd say yes, it actually gives the information for the cargo module next to it as well. We'll say is the Triumph, like it's been left on here and not deleted as it should have been. It's basically a list of people within the next cargo module. There's a long list of stuff you don't know, and then at the bottom of that list it has a kind of special case edition with a note that they shouldn't really be kept there, but since there's nowhere else to put them, they'll be in that kind of almost like a guest lodging sort of thing. There is someone called Ravin Zale of the Rebel Alliance.
Ooh. Do you have any information about it at all?
Nope. Just their name, they're a member of the Rebel Alliance, and they're being kept in the next cargo module.
With my knowledge, underworld?
No.
Cool. That's fine.
And the threat is you hear in the distance a security door opening.
Cool.
And the distant sound of feet and voices.
And before.
You guys can have your roll before that happens, though. So give me what vigilance roll can you two
Yeah,
get
we're doing 2
combined?
green.
Two.
That's it.
Your eyes.
2 green.
light red.
Lovely.
Yeah.
To shut down.
We're probably not going to find anything good.
So that's a failure,
Yeah.
but it's just a failure.
Yeah, just a failure. That's it.
Oh.
Just a
Okay.
failure.
That looked worse on.
Yeah, it's because you had 2 advantages with it, and we've halved the threat and advantage things. So yeah, you just don't manage to find everything. Incidentally, you all hear the door open. You think it's basically at the far end of the cargo module. So the patrol, presumably it's a patrol, seems to be coming towards you now. So if you wanted to flee, fleeing back up the gantry makes a certain amount of sense,
Oh.
but it's up to you.
How big is the cargo hold? Like.
Thanks, Susan. I think it's about 100 feet across.
Oh, that's
Okay.
beautiful.
Very big.
Hmm?
Not super big.
No, not
We could-
insanely huge.
Are their boxes big enough to hide in?
Yeah,
They're full of stuff.
but they're full of stuff.
Oh, we've grabbed enough guns.
We're also going to make the point everyone has a blaster rifle with a sight now.
Yeah.
And an awesome sight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Do that, Matt.
I was going to say if
It's up to you.
It's
Yeah.
a big enough
yeah,
area,
that's fine.
I think we should go.
and they're coming towards us, and we assume they're going around the perimeter. We could duck like perpendicular into the pile and just get lost in the stacks.
I think we just go. We haven't finished in here.
I think only people who can consult with each other are people who are standing next to each other.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
We should just go. There's no reason to stay over there.
like go where?
Well,
Go up,
But
go.
separately so that people can hear it.
Oh, because that's completely stealthy.
Well, you can get away.
If it's a small patrol, I'm sure we can handle it. We could obtain some Imperial credentials from them, maybe.
But basically, I'm going to gesture
Yeah,
to
I'm
you to
fine with
follow me into the stacks. I'm going to like go around a corner.
Let's find everyone else before we
that.
do.
Well, we can't find people.
Do we know
else.
everyone else?
Guys, can we do this separately, please?
We're thoroughly split up now, aren't we? Everyone's thoroughly split up. We can't see where
Yeah.
people are.
No, you have no idea where each other are.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you in that case. Yeah.
Yep.
Go hide in the crate somewhere.
Okay, Justin and Jake.
Can we turn off our glow stick thing?
Yeah, you can flip them off. Yeah.
Yeah, flip that off. Pull out blasters. Turn off his headlights.
You know he doesn't have headlights, right?
The green, red glowing eyes.
You can dim them. Yeah. So are you laying an ambush?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sort of.
Okay.
Great.
You too?
Well, we're right next to the gantry, to the stair.
Yeah.
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 We should probably head up the stairs.
This unit concurs.
I'm just gonna get anywhere.
But I'm going to stop part way up so that I'm I'm at a heighting point so I can see what's going on rather than just going all the way back to the maintenance bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Could you guys make a joint stealth roll to do that, please?
Okay.
We're totally going to have passed the one that mattered not at all and now fail this.
I think we
I'll
were
do it
one,
next time with
one
the
green, 2 yellow last time.
Uh,
Because I've got 2 stealth. and one
yeah,
green,
yeah,
2
yeah. We're exactly that.
Okay.
Green.
And it's 3, but I'm going to give you 2 advantage dice because you've been up there before.
No one does. I just had a blaster right.
Oh dear.
That is...
Oh.
That's 2 threat.
Yeah, just 2 threat.
Actually,
Is it 2 threat?
Oh no,
One,
it's 1
no,
threat.
no.
one
threat.
threat.
1 threat because there's
Yeah.
Yeah,
all that.
just 1 threat.
1 threat.
Okay. You basically sound relatively loud, you think, as you're going up, and as you're moving up stealthily, you manage to, there's kind of a loose bolt on one side of one of the handrails, and it just comes off while you're going up and makes a huge clanging noise as it drops down. Now for your hiding. Skullduggery, I presume?
They've got
Yep.
distraction.
Okay.
Their stealth is
Uh,
We've got skull over
So
So
you
what's
can
your
say
skullduggery
skullduggery
to get?
or streetwise using techniques to lose people in lowly built up areas.
Skullduggery, I think.
Yeah, alright.
You got the cunning then.
Yep. Can I have 3 cunning, 1 skullduggery, so 2 green and 1 yellow?
There's 2 yellow and 1 green.
So take it your cunning isn't higher or anything.
What?
No.
No, I need.
No, let's build it from scratch.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, I get confused. 2 there, and you can have 1 advantage for him.
Thank you.
It's a success
with nothing.
with nothing. Yeah, success.
Cool.
Two
Now
successes.
you manage to kind of secrete yourselves among a few built-up crates and kind of squeeze your way in between 2 of them.
Okay.
It's a bit uncomfortable for a mammal and an amphibian pressed together.
You smell that.
But yeah,
I definitely do smell that.
that's yeah. Now, you 2. Okay, so you're setting up an ambush. Let's see what do we reckon is the skill for setting up the.
Intelligence plus ranged.
Well, yeah.
That's probably a
Stealth.
good idea.
I mean, I assume we're not. If it's like a group of 20 of them, we're not going to ambush them.
Yeah.
If it's a group of 1 or 2, we might.
I'd say
we should
cunning, but plus.
Try and
Yeah,
get across
yeah,
what they're
yeah.
going against.
Okay, so out of the 2 of you, who has the higher cunning
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, both 2.
and who has the higher ranged? I'm assuming that's you.
Light
Range
or
light.
heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2 in range light.
So that's 2 and 2.
Is the blaster
Both
rifle range
ways.
light?
Yes.
That's fine.
And you're assisting, and it's actually not that difficult because it's incredibly dark and there's lots of stuff to hide behind. So that's your ambush setup roll.
Thank you.
So that's a success,
Mm-hmm.
just a flat success. Okay, you basically are in a relatively good position as the patrol rounds the corner. You see that it's kind of 2 crew members with 2 actual kind of what's the term? I'll find the term. Kind of 2 regular crew members, and then accompanying them are 2 security guards, which the thing doesn't have. Oh, yeah, we go. Yeah, there we go. Basically 2 like Navy troopers with 2 just regular ship's crew who seem to be walking alongside. They're fairly unaware that you're there. And as you kind of set up your ambush, there's a large clanging noise towards the far end of the cargo module that, as they're relatively near you, causes them to kind of turn away, kind of start walking towards the area. They're kind of just past you. If you want to set up the ambush.
Are the Marines sort of presumably escorting 2 crew members from the back,
Yeah.
so they're closer to us than the Marines are?
But it's kind of the crew members in the middle, and
Right.
one of the Navy troopers are on each side. So there's kind of the nearest to you is a Navy trooper, and then 2 crewmen, and then the Navy trooper.
I'm going to sort of gesture to you, sort of pointing out the 2.
Yeah.
All
All I need is a nod that we're going.
Yeah, I think
Right,
so.
then we go.
Yay.
Do you want to take the first shot?
Yeah, because you're ambushing. I guess you can take. I'll allow you 2 shots before we go into combat.
shots.
Before we go into proper combat.
It's a radio away.
So yeah.
I use my. What's it called? Wafer Shack.
Wrong game.
Yeah. Okay, so the way this works, let's say, I think we're pretty much guaranteed that Jake will take the first shot here. So let's skip to the combat section for the first time we've done combat. If the roll will be range light,
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
and if I can actually find the bloody combat section. Here we go.
This will be fun.
That's Starship Combat, that's not it.
We're in a starship. That's all.
I'd be happy if it was that.
So now you need to roll piloting to maneuver your guns into your hand.
We've got right where we want them.
Okay,
Or
here we go.
something.
Just gonna radio all security. Just dead.
No, not if we get them first.
Kill them very
Oh
quickly.
dear.
I'm set to stun, so.
Okay, stun them very quickly.
Easy.
You know how to set this
Actually,
new
what
blaster
you
rifle
set
you've
to
got
now?
to stun.
Yeah, it's basic military blast weapon.
I think I would have set the new rifle to kill as well.
But I'm assuming you're using a slug thrower rather than the blaster rifle, though.
I was going to use the blaster rifle.
Alright, okay, fair enough.
I also was, and we don't have the stats for those yet.
Does anyone have stats for blaster rifles?
Sorry.
Okay.
Plus they've got a sight on them now. Or whatever it
Yes, there is that.
Whatever
I
that
tell you what, we'll calculate this, and for all intents and purposes, for everyone at home, this ambush is going to take a week to set up because of upload times. So we'll cut the episode there on a cliffhanger. Knife edge. No. Say goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.